What's up, everybody? This is Isaac with Diamonds and Wood Customs. Today I'm gonna be giving y'all a little behind the scenes of some of my wiring that I do here. I do basic audio installs here, from basic radio installs, rewire jobs, basic amp and subwoofer installs for your everyday users. I do SPL, SQL builds also, so I do pretty much all audio here. Every trunk is not the same size or not the same structure, so you kind of gotta work with what you got. Some trunks are smaller than others. On this vehicle right here, it's a pretty big trunk. On sometimes, you're able to fit your batteries right here on the sides, and then you'll put your amps back there. My number one main concern whenever I'm installing amplifiers is easy access to tune them at. If you put them in the back there and you close them all in and you put your sub box in here and you don't have access to get to your amps, I don't know how you're gonna tune them. So I like to put mines where I have easy access to get to them, to tune them or change them out if anything, and you don't have to take out everything in the trunk. On this one right here, I did the 2 highs amps on this side. You can see some of the wiring right here. Ran it. I try to make it as nice and neat, even though on some of these right here, you're not gonna see any of this wiring because it's all gonna get covered up by the bottom lid and the sub box when it's all completed. But you also don't want any wires just loose hanging around. They could get pinched and they could arc if a power wire touches a metal. So you just want to have everything nice and neat. Plus the customer likes whenever they able to get to the back and they see how how much time and how neat it looks. And right here you can see the battery rack. Now, as far as my wiring goes, I use all OFC copper wiring, 0 gauge and 4 gauge, 8 gauge if the highs amp requires it, but everything is OFC and everything is with copper terminals. Now, on this specific build right here, there's more than 60 wires in here. If you just did the math, you have two 4-channel amps right here. So you have 8, 16, 20, 24. You have 26 wires right here just coming out of these 2 amps only. Then you have your batteries that get tied in together. You have your power wires running from the front. This base amp is dual power, dual ground, to try to get them as nice as possible and try to get them all as even as possible, and hidden and not just laying around underneath the boxes and stuff like that. It takes a little bit of time doing wiring. Grounds is an important part of installing also. Your grounds need to be shaved down to metal, and they also need to be bolted to the car. If you see right here, it's shaved down to metal and it's bolted to the car with a bolt. Before, on this one, they just had it with self-tapping screws right there, and that's not good because with vibration from the bang and the pressure of the bass, it'll loosen up and then it causes heat, and you don't want that. So that's some of my wiring that I do here. If your wiring doesn't look this neat, or your amps are just laying around, your batteries are just sliding around, you can come to me. I'll get you right. I'll get you as neat as possible. I appreciate everybody watching. Y'all need any work done, holla at me, 713-835-2833. Y'all stay tuned for this build.